Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a wired Xbox controller by Razer called the Wolverine Ultimate. Now, in this video, we're going to be unboxing and seeing if it's worth it. Is it worth getting a Pro controller that's wireless or something like this that's wired and half the price of a Pro controller? So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Guys, let's go ahead and jump right into the unboxing. I have the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller here too, just for comparison, but we'll get into that after we see what's inside. So, just pull that tab, and then look, right off the bat, you get a carrying case. So, for a controller that's not labeled a Pro controller, at least you get a carrying case with it. And it feels like the controller is probably in here, so let's just set the carrying case to the side, and then we'll get back to that after we see what else we get. Looks like your reading guide and your information. Wolverine Ultimate. For gamers, by gamers, of course, typical Razer stuff. I'll throw this to the side. I suggest reading this stuff, but you know, most of you won't, so let's toss it to the side. Do you get anything else in the box? Oh, you do. Let's take a look at this, what's inside of this package. And already, probably don't even need to take this apart. You get your wired cable. So this looks like a micro USB to USB type A. So you'll plug this side into your PC or your Xbox, and then this side into your controller. Now for the main event, let's open the carrying case. Oh, nice. So right off bat, I will tell you that this Xbox Elite Series 2 controller is more heavy, and it does feel a little more premium. So we were going to answer the question, is it really worth getting a Pro controller versus a wired controller and spending almost half the price of this Pro controller, and you can get this wired controller that still doesn't feel too bad and it looks nice. So let's go over some of the buttons on this controller. You get the remap button, you get the profile switcher button, and then you get a button for your mic to mute it and unmute it, and then another one for the voice chat. So if you guys can see that here. And then if we go up here, you get, of course, the typical Xbox controller controls buttons, like the menu button, options button, and then Y, X, A, and B. Of course, the Xbox button, you get a power indicator button here. And then you also get the strip for your RGB lights. Of course, that's why we get Razer products, right? For the RGB lights. Your D-pad looks a little interesting here. So it looks like the buttons on the D-pad are separated. I think this is my first time. Let me remove this film first, and then we can confirm. Look at that. So we know that the D-pad comes off because we just seen it. But yeah, so the buttons on the D-pad here are separated, and I kind of like that. I haven't seen a controller like this before. As we know, as we just seen, you can detach the D-pad and replace it with another piece. And we have, it looks like the traditional piece for the D-pad within this carrying case. So that's cool of Razer to add both of those options for around, I want to say this controller, you can pick this up on Amazon for about $80. So again, more than half the price of this Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. So consider that when you're looking at this controller. The thumbsticks feel loose, and they make a little bit of noise when you're just moving them around. But other than that, they do feel solid. Of course, you can remove the thumbsticks, and there's a magnetic connection here. You get a couple mappable buttons here, M1, M2, and then your typical right trigger, left bumper, right bumper buttons. And these also feel good in the hand. You get a little bit of texturized grip on the back of this controller, and it does make it a little easier when holding this controller in your palms. I don't really feel like this controller will slip out of your hand, unlike this Xbox Elite Series 2 controller. Even though there is texturized grip on this controller too, after a while your palms start to slip from the handles of the controller. I don't feel like you'd have the same issue with this Wolverine Ultimate controller, although the front panel is slick. So your thumbs are definitely going to slip on the front panel, but as far as the back handles, you should be good to go. Also, since we're on the back here, you have a couple more remappable buttons: MB, M4, M5, M6, and I said MB. This is M3, M4, M5, and M6. So we're gonna get to testing a couple games out, and I'll show you guys gameplay using the Xbox Elite Series 2 controller versus gameplay using this Wolverine Ultimate controller, and then hopefully we can see, is it really worth it. But right off bat, I can tell you that if you don't mind a wired connection, then this controller is definitely worth the price. It seems like it's worth the price. We gotta test out some games first, so let me hold my horses. But off of first impressions, this is a nice controller, and it has a lot of functions and a lot of options. So, and it also comes with the carrying case. So I feel like you're getting a lot for about $80. They might as well have thrown a pro name on this controller. But let me get this plugged up and let's jump into the gaming. You guys hang tight.
Detecting scar movement nearby. Scouts, probably. That could turn ugly.